3, 2, 1.
In which year was the first video uploaded to YouTube? The answer is B, 2005. Until which event did the U.S. remain neutral in the Second World War? The answer is A, the Pearl Harbor attack. What Shakespearean king was actually King of Scotland for 17 years? The answer is B, Macbeth. On April 24, 1916, an uprising took place in this country in an attempt to gain independence from the UK. Where did this uprising take place? The answer is B, Ireland, the Easter Uprising. What planet was ALF from? The answer is A, Melmac. Which country invaded Tibet in 1950? The answer is A, China. What was the name of the first animal, a dog, to orbit the Earth? The answer is A, Laika. Who was the youngest British Prime Minister? The answer is D, William Pitt. In the early 1950s, which of the following became the third country to have an atomic bomb? The answer is B, England. What famous person got a patent in 2002 for a device used to tune drumheads? The answer is B, Marlon Brando. Who was Prime Minister when King Edward Roman VIII abdicated? The answer is D, Stanley Baldwin. In 1596, navigator Cornelis de Houtman set foot on the shore of what future colonial possession? The answer is B, Dutch East Indies, Indonesia. Where did the biggest amphibious operation during WW2 take place? The answer is D, Okinawa. In what year did the French pull out of Indochina? The answer is C, 1954. Which medieval unit of volume is the largest? The answer is D, ton. Which one of the pyramids of Giza has visibly retained its polished limestone casing at its apex? The answer is D, the Pyramid of Khafre. Which king wore two shirts at his execution so as not to shiver and appear frightened? The answer is C, Charles I. Which top Nazi leader, considered a possible successor of Hitler, chief of the Reich Main Security Office and Reich Governor of Bohemia and Moravia, was killed during Operation Anthropoid? The answer is C, Reinhard Heydrich. What Mariah Carey and Quartet Boys Roman two-man song remained at the top of the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 for 16 weeks? The answer is A, One Sweet Day. In 1955, Borex Roman 3 became the first nuclear power plant to utilize nuclear fission to supply an entire town with electricity. Which town was that? The answer is D. Arco, Idaho. Who released the 70 album entitled Transformer? The answer is B. Lou Reed. Who was the last president of the Soviet Union? The answer is C. Gorbachev. What type of war vehicle is the M26 Pershing and the M4 Sherman? The answer is D. A tank. How many heads does Cerberus have? The answer is B. 3. Who was assassinated on November 22, 1963 in Dallas, Texas? The answer is B. President John F. Kennedy. What English sailor is believed to be the first Caucasian to receive the honor of becoming a samurai? The answer is D. William Adams. In which year was the first test tube baby conceived using IVF? The answer is D. 1978. What period in the Middle Ages marked a renewed interest in classical antiquity? The answer is B. 800 AD. Where did General Sherman's march to the sea begin and end? The answer is C. Atlanta to Savannah. Sitzkrieg is a term referring to the first period of WW Roman II that lasted until May 1940. This period is also known as what? The answer is C. Phony War. What mountain range did Hannibal march through in 218 BC? The answer is A. The Alps. The U.S. mining of what nation's harbors created a congressional frenzy in April of 1984 and was a case heard by the International Court of Justice? The answer is B. Nicaragua. What was the relationship between Attila and Bleda, who ruled the Huns together until 445? The answer is D. They were brothers. Where is the Nile Delta located? The answer is A. Lower Egypt. During WW2, famous athletes, movie stars, and other celebrities often made appearances to encourage Americans to do which of the following? The answer is B. Buy war bonds. In 1861, Italy was finally largely unified, with Victor Emmanuel Roman II assuming the title of King of Italy. Who became the first Prime Minister of Italy? The answer is B. Camillo di Cavour. Which of these was an invention of Charles Strait? The answer is D. The pop-up toaster. The last line of which document is "Working men of all countries, unite"? The answer is A. Communist Manifesto. Where did the real St. Nicholas live? The answer is B. Turkey. Which film won the Best Picture award at the 2006 Academy Awards? The answer is B. Crash. Which volcano erupted in 1902, killing 30,000? The answer is A. Mount Pelée. Where did the oldest rocks on Earth come from? The answer is C. The Nuvvuagittuq Greenstone Belt. What was formerly called Stingray Harbor? The answer is C. Botany Bay. Who said, "Will no one rid me of this turbulent priest"? The answer is C. Henry Roman II. What was Cleopatra's ethnic background? The answer is D. Macedonian. How many landing beaches were there in the 1944 Normandy invasion, known as Operation Overlord? The answer is A. 5. Who would typically own a 100-acre piece of land during medieval times? The answer is B. A poor knight or a wealthy free peasant. What land did Abel Tasman discover in 1642? The answer is C. New Zealand. When was the first chemotherapy treatment? The answer is B. 1956. Who was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom throughout the 80s?